What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the only design show that will teach you the tips, tricks, and techniques needed to become a pro. I'm your host, Gregory Thiele, an Adobe certified expert, and you're watching Pimping Pixels. Now, you guys may have noticed that during the intro I said design show instead of Photoshop show. And that's because we're branching out into all things design. And today we're stepping away from our computers, heading outside, and we're taking a look at how to use your DSLR cameras. And what we're going to show you today is how to take some awesome grunge textures inside your local park. Now, some of the best textures that you'll find will be outside in nature. You can find dirt, gravel, stone, all these things inside your local park. But I'm not that great at taking photos, except for like playing with the manual focus on this thing. However, my brother's really good, so here's some quick tips directly from him.
Aperture. The size of the hole in the lens that is little laser. Measured by f-stops. F-stops also show depth of field. The lower the f-stop, the more depth of field you will maintain. Shutter speed. Usually measured in fractions of a second. This is the duration of time that your image is exposed to light. You can even keep it open as long as you want. Whatever. Sensitivity to light. Similar to various types of film stock as used in film cameras. The higher the ISO, the more noise is present in the image. Beautiful. There's a combination of shutter and aperture settings that give the same camera exposure. P being shutter speed.
And those were some great tips from Vic, but let's put it all into practice right now. Now, Vic mentioned that the aperture controls your depth of field. So if you have a large f-stop setting, then more of your image will be in focus. But if we take that same exact shot with a lower f-stop, you'll see that the foreground is in focus, but the background will remain blurry. Now, if you have a fast shutter speed, you'll be able to capture something that's moving quick. But if you leave the shutter open longer, you'll be able to capture motion trails, and this could be used to create some really cool in-camera effects. Now, adjusting the ISO will make your image more or less sensitive to light. So if we wanted to take an image where there isn't much light, like underneath a bridge, then we could bump up the ISO so that we could take a proper exposed shot. When it comes to your exposure value, forget about the crazy equations needed to figure out the right exposure. Just look at the exposure meter on your camera. If the marker is in the center, then you have a properly exposed shot. If the marker isn't in center, then just adjust your aperture, shutter speed, and ISO settings until it is in the center. So if you're still watching this, then it's obvious that you like us. And if you like us, then you got to show us that you do by heading over to our Facebook page and hitting that like button. Now that we're back from break, we're going to be updating our Facebook page with all new design deals, and we're also bringing back Freebie Fridays. So on top of that, you could also follow me personally on Twitter if you want to do that. And you're definitely going to want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now that season 2 is finally kicked off, you'll be able to find all the new episodes there. Now you're definitely going to want to check out our next episode because we're going to use all the photos that we took today and show you how to edit them inside of Adobe Lightroom. So get off of your computers, get outside, keep on pimping them pixels. Are we going? Take 2. Take 2. But I'm not really that great with shooting camera. I'm not that great at shooting camera. You know, this camera thingy.
Go. Shutter speed. The duration of time. Everything is close to light.